In the last episode, I showed you how we glued together PET foam piece by piece to create a brand new instrument panel for the cockpit. Anyway, let's get into it. Paul is unboxing a roll of fiberglass. It's essentially glass pulled into threads so thin when it stops being brittle and becomes as flexible as wool. We measured out the piece we need, just like with regular fabric. Then we cut it with scissors. Even though this lace eventually means to reinforce the foam, it's super delicate before it hits it with the resin. You have to handle it with extreme care. Kind of like the fragile ego of a certain captain, I know. Next step, laminating our panel. Does our makeshift workstation work? You bet it does. Time to mix up the epoxy resin. This time, no filler. We need it in liquid form because we are applying it with a brush. The mixture is still thicker than your average paint. And let's just say the surface we're painting isn't exactly baby smooth. Paul lays down the pre-cut fiberglass and gives it a gentle touch to make it stick. Now we roll it out without pressing too hard. Believe it or not, it's actually easy to mess up the structure of the fabric. We definitely want to avoid that. We spread the resin with a spreader, making sure it really soaks into the weave. Still keeping that gentle touch. The next step is a thorough rolling on the surface. This gets rid of air bubbles and makes room for the resin to tightly fill every tiny gap, without pushing down, obviously. By the next day, everything had cured beautifully. Time to trim the excess material. And then it's time for sanding. Oh, sanding, the national sport of boat owners and their helpers. Another test fit. You might notice a plywood structure added to the panel here. It's extra reinforcement, especially considering we are mounting the instruments with screws. They sit much more securely in plywood than in foam, even resin strengthened foam. And back to sanding. What can I say? We just love it. Why am I using a ladder instead of a tripod? Because someone swapped my mounting clips. But hey, I've got a vise, so we are making it work. Just system solutions.
Like that? So that you don't have to press very hard. Just let it spin.
Alright, but here we definitely not cutting any corners.
This on closer. Yeah, that's good. Perfect.
Mostly because I'm literally drilling the corners out on a round.
Okay, enough.
So I don't have any corners left to cut.
You don't need to put any pressure on it.
Yes.
You just spin. Just spin.
More.
Keep going, yeah. Okay, good.
I'm basically learning on the fly how to use drill and multi-tool. all fingers in place. Alright, let's see if they fit. 3 panels needs to go in, tight enough so they don't rattle, but loose enough so we can actually take them out without breaking anything. Again, it's all about that feel. The plotter screen makes it tricky since it's slightly larger than the engine panels. We are trying to hide the difference by aligning them optically. A little too much at the top, maybe more at the bottom.
You go up, I'll pass it up to you this way. As long as we don't shake it. They're all reasonably good fit in there,
Yeah,
so they
but they're not.
won't fall out. Oh, weighs a bit more now then.
Sorry?
And there it is. Looks almost right, doesn't it? We still have a ton of work ahead of us, but we are looking at the future with optimism. It's going to be beautiful. Thanks for all the help and advice. I'm taking the criticism on the chin. See you in the next one. Bye!